Cal Poole. I'm the managing director at Grandstreet Theatre. So, Grandstreet is an idea that I had after working with my theater company in Columbus, Ohio. We'd been fairly focused on producing sustainable theater, and I thought that the model that we developed there would be something that could work at Grandstreet. And so we came up with a committee for the board that's called the Greenstreet Committee. And essentially it's an initiative where we're trying to make Grandstreet a little bit more green. We would like to create a plan for our theater that could be workable for other theaters. So it's got to fulfill two criteria for us to adopt it as a Greenstreet policy. It has to be cheaper or cost as much as what we were doing before, and it also has to be environmentally a good idea in the long term. So some of those things come down to purchasing policies. Some of them come down to using our materials that we have a little bit better or more intentionally, and a lot of it is reuse. So, for example, the set that's behind me for Cabaret has been scavenged from many different plays. If we want to reuse this set that we've built for Cabaret, we have to have a place to store it, and storing things costs money, so we have to be smart about, okay, well, this deck is made out of platforms, and all of these platforms are 4x8, and so we can store all of our 4x8 platforms together and we can reuse those. But maybe this trim is too specific or too damaged after this show to be salvageable or things like that. So you make decisions along the way, but reuse is very important. We're trying to reduce our waste in the office, our paper products. We're trying to recycle as much as we possibly can, both with our paper products, our concessions, and with our building supplies. We have a large amount of building supplies, and one of the problems in theater is that we build these amazing sets and then they end up in the dumpster. And so that's something we're working hard to try to save as much as we can that's usable, and to find good storage for those things that we can, and organize our storage. That's a big task for us. We get donations from our community, people walking in with, here I have these vintage suits, or here are some vintage shoes that I've got. Wonderful donations, but we get a donation or two every week. And so trying to manage our costume storage is a big process. So that's one of the things we're working on right now is storage.
Whenever we go to make a decision about concessions or about a set piece or a prop, I see us think about it more. Instead of just doing it naturally, I see us make more of an effort to say, well, do we really want to do that? Does that make sense to have all those plastic bottles out in the audience, or is there another alternative?
One of the benefits that we get from adopting this is it involves a lot of partnership in the community, and so we have been very fortunate to find local sources for a lot of our materials, and when we keep our money in the community, that's very helpful. I think it's easy to make the case to business people that these are policies we want you to adopt because they're going to save you money. It's also good for the environment. Other businesses in Helena should absolutely get Green Business certified. It's a great step on your way to making not only choices that are better for our environment, but choices that can be better for your pocketbook as well.
Plastic bottles. They're terrible in the audience. They are terrible.